Ready for a new and flavorful zucchini recipe? Try my creamy zucchini pasta. Just 6 ingredients and it cooks up in 20 minutes or less. The first step in this 20-minute meal is to cook our pasta. Now you want to go for a high quality bronze die cut pasta like this one. This is Rayo's, but I'm not partial to any brand. You just want to make sure it's bronze die cut because it has these nice rough edges that soak up our sauce. If you chose just a generic brand of American pasta that's really smooth and slick, it won't soak up the sauce and won't create the creaminess that we really want. Our water is boiling. I salted it with just about a tablespoon of salt so we season our pasta. Now we're gonna pop it in. You want to cook your pasta according to the package directions, but take 1 minute away because we want to cook this pasta al dente, which means literally to the tooth, but it means we want it to have some firmness and not be overcooked. So for me in this case, the package said 11 minutes and I'm going to cook it for 10 minutes. While our pasta bubbles away, we're gonna get started on the sauce. Take a ½ cup of olive oil, pour it into a pan that's set over medium heat. We're just gonna start to heat this olive oil up. Give it about a minute, and then we are adding whole garlic cloves into the sauce because we're gonna infuse the olive oil with garlic instead of having chunks. Now, if you had pre-minced garlic, you could just toss that in there and you'd have chunks and it'd be totally fine. But I have whole cloves, so that's what I'm gonna use. Now we can add the garlic. And remember, the oil's warm, so take care that you don't burn yourself or get yourself with the hot oil. I'm gonna slide these guys right in. And then we will infuse our oil. So let the garlic sit in here and kind of bubble away for 4 to 5 minutes. Make sure you don't have your burner up too high. Then you will actually burn the garlic, and burnt garlic is really off-putting. Medium heat, let it bubble away for 4 to 5 minutes. While our pasta cooks, we're gonna work on our zucchini. Now the recipe calls for 3 medium zucchini, but the store only had these little guys, so I'm going with 4 small. We need to cut off the ends and then start grating. Now, a pro tip, put a nice clean dishcloth or towel under your cutting board, under your box grater, because we're gonna drain the liquid out of the zucchini anyway. So if you grate right on here, it saves a step. And a box grater on the wide, this is the wide one. Mine has a skinnier one. We wanna go with the wide setting for this recipe. And the zucchini will melt into this olive oil garlic sauce with some Parmesan. It is seriously so good. The zucchini is actually technically a fruit because it grows from the flower blossoms, and we can eat zucchini blossoms, which are really delicious as well. Technically a fruit, but we really classify it as a vegetable in cooking especially, and it's high in soluble fiber and non-soluble fiber, so great for digestion. It's also filled with wonderful antioxidants, several of which help with our eye health, help with heart health, and it's full of vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin B6. Okay, look at all that. Now it's already on our dishcloth. Get ready to squeeze out a lot of the liquid so that we're just left with the zucchini. And it is pretty amazing just how much liquid comes out. So by removing some of the liquid, it allows for a nice, really creamy sauce. And just do your best. Sometimes I have my husband do this because he can get it all in one squeeze. Takes me a few, but you can see we're pretty good here. Now go ahead and zest your lemon so that it's prepped and ready to go to add to the pasta. You can see the garlic is bubbling away, and that's exactly what we want. Kind of simmering, not boiling, and definitely not burning. Now we're adding our zucchini. You want to do this slowly and in batches. Remember, this oil is hot, so I'm using a spoon to just gently drop it in here instead of my hand, because that hot olive oil would not feel great. When I get down to the end, I'll kind of shake it out. And what's going to happen, this will cook and cook down and infuse with that garlic, and it kind of becomes creamy. So tasty. All right, now that we're down to the last bits, let's get every last drop. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna take my tongs, coat all of the zucchini in the olive oil. We still have our garlic cloves in there, but they're whole and they're big, so we could pick them out later. Keep your heat on a nice medium, and we are gonna let this cook down. Again, it'll take about 10 to 12 minutes. Our zucchini and garlic and olive oil have cooked for 12 minutes. You can see it's cooked down, kind of melted into the olive oil. The garlic is slightly browned. Now it's ready to add the pasta, lemon zest, Parmesan, and then we're done. Now it's time to put our whole dish together. You want to take out the garlic cloves before putting your pasta in. So when you keep them as whole cloves, this is easy to do. Just use your tongs, pull them right out. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. One broken half. There we go. Okay, now we're going to take the pasta directly from the pasta pot and put it into our sauce. I find it's easiest to do this with tongs. And we don't want to drain this, because if our sauce is a little bit thick, and I'm totally making a mess here, if our sauce is a little bit thick, we're going to use the pasta water to thin it out. So let's give this a toss as we add more. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. The garlic, olive oil, and zucchini. Oh, okay. Last few bits, right in. Okay, now this is all about the tongs. So keep tossing. Yeah, we've got a clump there. We want to get the zucchini mixed over all the pasta. And now I'm going to turn the heat off, and we add the ½ teaspoon of lemon zest. And the lemon zest will amplify the flavors of the zucchini and the Parmesan and give the pasta a nice freshness. Next, add an entire cup of Parmesan cheese, and let's toss it together. Oh, you can just hear how creamy it is. Now's the time to add some nice fresh ground black pepper. And we'll be pretty liberal with it. A little salt, then we'll taste, see what it needs, and then the best part, plate it up, taste test. Our zucchini pasta is done. Now, I saved a little of the pasta water because as the pasta sits, it's going to soak up more of our sauce and it can get a little thick. So what you can do is add just a tablespoon at a time of pasta water, and it'll just help it loosen it up a little bit. See that? Oh, perfect. Oh my gosh, the smell. It looks good, it smells good. Now, let's plate it up and taste. So using your tongs, we're gonna try to make this pretty. Put it over your plate, and then if you spin the plate, you get this like little nest, or you try to. That's all right. Here we go. So you could top this with a little extra Parmesan. It'd be really nice to end the dish. But let's taste it because I want to dig in. It's so good. Hint of garlic. We've got the Parmesan. It's nice and creamy. The zucchini has melted into it. I'm telling you, this is a weeknight winner in 20 minutes or less. I can guarantee your entire family is gonna love this dish. My 5-year-old, this is his favorite dinner, hands down, even more than pizza.
My top favorite foods are, number 1 is zucchini pasta, number 2 is pizza, number 3 is focaccia.
If you like this video, hit the like button below. Leave me a comment if you've made it. I would love to hear about it. And don't forget to subscribe for more healthy recipes and nutrition tips. And I've got another video right over there for another recipe for you.